Okay, so I'm gonna try something that I had an idea for in the gym this morning. And then I watched this video on my way out of the gym, and what Sam Altman said reinforced to me the reason why I think I should be doing this. So check this out.
What are the cool use cases that you're seeing young people using with ChatGPT that might surprise us?
Gross oversimplification, but like older people use ChatGPT as a Google replacement. Maybe people in their 20s and 30s use it as like a life advisor something, and then like people in college use it as an operating system.
See, I use ChatGPT and most of my AI tools as sort of a operating system / decision-making infrastructure. So I think I fall into kind of both of those first buckets in some way. And the thought I had in the gym was, well, I want to create more YouTube content. I love creating YouTube content. I love creating content in general. I actually find it really fun speaking to you guys, but I don't want to be a character and kind of like be someone I'm not. I want it to be me. And the most honest version of myself is someone who just likes to build and create. And right now, very, very, very locked in and curious about AI, the same way you guys are, right? And so there's plenty of videos out there where you can just learn about, AI agents and this, that, the other, and they have all of the content that you might need. But where is the kind of transparent, open book perspective of what it's like to build something with AI? And it doesn't have to be a project. It doesn't have to be a specific thing. It might just be something we're figuring out as we go. And I thought this series on YouTube could be that, which is, hey, I want to create content on YouTube. I want it to be something that is easy for me to manage, that works with my lifestyle, with everything I've got going on, something that I can do regularly because I think it's important to post regular content. And I started, first of all, thinking about ideas around, could I create a daily AI news show where I'm sharing sort of the latest AI news every day. We use Perplexity to get the latest AI news, and then maybe I react to it, I comment on it, and if there's new tools, we try them. But then I thought, okay, well, that'd be quite a high bar to set straight off the bat with a new concept saying, okay, I'm gonna create daily videos. Because I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I would love to do it all the time. But hey, your interaction and your viewership will tell me if this thing works or not. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think with most things, as do I, we procrastinate or we overthink it and we try to get to a form of perfection. And along the way, we either don't end up starting at all or we kind of overproduce things and they don't need to be that way. And so here we are. We're on my YouTube channel. I want to create a series. I want to create something that is very authentic, very organic, very much based around the things that I enjoy doing. I love making high quality design, well-designed kind of apps and websites. That's really my thing. I love great visuals. So I want to be able to share my design thinking with you guys. I want to look at great products that maybe sometimes we just explore random ideas. Maybe sometimes we have guests. Maybe sometimes we actually build things and we actually use AI. But I think the most insightful thing is probably doing this entire thing with AI. And so that's what I thought would probably be interesting, and especially since watching that video after I had this idea from Sam Altman, saying that people kind of use this as this sort of, life organization coach type of tool. I actually use ChatGPT in a lot of ways like that. I have like a performance optimization coach, which has my data from my Whoop band and then kind of has my sleep data, my information. And I recently saw Peter Level share this as well, where he said, hey, I have so much data, I wonder what I can do with this and what this looks like over time. And this was just something that he was pondering on himself. And so I think it does become fascinating to ask the question of, what does a world look like where we use AI in an ongoing way with loads of data and hopefully seeing if it can actually be this amazing co-worker for us in some way. And so what I want to do is, I wonder if we can make AI our co-producer of this show. We don't have a name for it yet. I thought of some silly names like Wake and Make, which I thought was quite funny and quite catchy as well, or What in the AI. So these were like sort of titles I liked, but I haven't really done anything at all. I haven't spoken to any AI tool about it, and I thought this first episode could be that. And maybe we do this every day, maybe I just pick up on it. I have no idea, I genuinely do not know. But I want to invite you guys into this world of where we are going to use AI to figure out what this series is, how we can leverage my skill sets and my tools and my abilities to actually create something valuable. And we're going to get AI to help us figure that out. So you'll watch me talking to the AI tool. You're going to watch me giving it the YouTube data and reports. Even if we get 10 views, I'm going to be sharing it with it, and you guys will be able to see that as well. We can share insights from maybe other areas like my newsletter or other parts of my community and world that can maybe help the AI give us better information. Maybe we'll get it to write hooks for us and scripts for us. Maybe we'll get one AI tool to write a prompt for another AI tool because we want better script writing, or we want to create, I don't know, clips and videos. Maybe over time the AI producer helps us create clips and viral content that gets millions of views online. I have no idea. Maybe off the back of this, we end up creating an AI product where people can produce their own shows using an AI tool as well. I have no idea. But what I do know is that if we start a relationship with an AI tool in the context of creating a show, what does it look like as it learns about our data and as a show goes on and as it understands the things that work for me? So for example, if I say, hey, I would like to do this thing daily, and then it doesn't work out, and I actually tell the AI agent, the producer, hey, last week I really felt like a bit burnt out doing it every day, and this is what I really felt, and maybe talk to a bit about my emotions. Could it then process my emotions as a creator in a certain type of way and also help me get the most value for you guys as well? So I'm kind of just riffing right now, but this is what I want this to be. I want to be able to just talk to you guys. If you lend me your ear and are patient enough to ride with me through this journey, I think this could be something awesome and interesting at the very least. And so I think on the most basic level, you'll be able to see how an AI tool, how you use AI tools, because I'm going to be showing you me actually talking to the AI tool as part of the show. So this is my producer, the AI producer that I'll be talking to as we're building the show out. So some episodes, maybe we're just doing stuff around the show. Like today, maybe we're just ideating content. Maybe we'll create some content, I don't know. But at the very least, you'll see how I prompt it, how I talk to it, and that hopefully will be insightful because I just think that window into how people use AI is very interesting, and I want to peel back the curtains and all of that. And then I think on the most kind of extreme level, maybe we end up creating something meaningful here, a brand, some consistent content that actually lives out there and benefits you all. So with that being said, I think we dive in, I think we pull back the curtains, and we just figure it out as we go. So I've done nothing right now. I haven't got a name. I haven't even spoken to ChatGPT. I haven't even asked it a single thing. All I've got is a blank ChatGPT screen in front of me, and that is where we want to start. So let's get into it, okay? This could be episode 1 of 1,000, and maybe the 1,000th one down the line. It has this huge context window, and maybe AIs now do videos and all sorts. I have no idea. We're on, what's the date today? 13th of May, 2025, okay? So we don't know what it's going to look like in the future. But hey, let's start. Let's get into it. Let's see what goes on. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of brain dump. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be myself, right? So I'll be talking to the AI as I talk to it. I'm going to take my time to think when I need to think. And I just want you guys to just, ride with me because hopefully I can kind of, be a mirror to you in some way, because you seeing how I interact with ChatGPT and also talk you guys through my thoughts at the same time might be insightful for you as well. And you could apply this type of thinking to one of your own projects. So one of the main things I want this project, this show, to be based around my skills and specifically kind of the nuances in my life that the things that I enjoy, right? Like, there's certain things that I really enjoy doing and some things that I really hate doing. And so I don't want to fit into one kind of podcast format that I think fits the algorithm. I just want to be me. And I think in a world where authenticity sells and authenticity is what connects, can I just be myself? And, you know, we create something from it. So, hey, we're about to embark on probably the most interesting project any AI tool has been involved in. There's a lot to think about, a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes, but let's get into it. Currently, as I'm typing to you, I'm live streaming myself to an AI learners audience, even if that makes sense, it doesn't matter. AI learners audience. And we are currently filming episode 1 of this show. The show doesn't have a name yet. It feels like it could be a podcast type of vibe. Let me take a screenshot. I've attached a screenshot of what it looks like as I'm recording in Screen Studio. I want you to be my co-producer. The concept of the show is that we do regular episodes. We need to figure out how regular, and we are open to iterating based on what the data shows us. So we might explore live search data, trends, current trends in creator, in terms of what works best for creators. You might suggest clip content, scripts, concepts, titles, guests, literally anything that can help us create the best show possible. I want you to be aware of my skill sets. You should have context of this from our previous chats. I want you to be open to suggesting new tools and AI related things that I could, related tools, frameworks that I could learn or use based on your understanding of my skill sets. I will provide you as much data as I have access to in this thread. This thread could end up turning into, hundreds or thousands of episodes. Eventually, we have no idea. We know nothing. All I know is that I want to create regular YouTube content to connect with my audience. I want it to be super genuine and sincere, which is why I'm literally recording my screen right as I'm writing this prompt. I can do, let's see. Yeah, I suppose that's a brain dump. I'm open to your feedback and you asking me some questions, max 20, max 10. And we can go from there. Bear in mind, this is episode 1 and we're already 15 minutes in and I've just done an intro and written this prompt. So I don't know where we go from here. Cool. I'll use my design skills as well. So like I'll be using the skills that I have because some of the stuff that I teach in the 5-day sprint community over here. So this is a 5-day sprint, but in my school community, in my starter pack, I have kind of these principles. And one of the principles is to leverage your experience, leverage your experiences. And so what I speak about here is like your unique angle. And so for me, my unique angle is maybe my ability to communicate, maybe my curiosity and awareness of the AI world and what's possible, maybe my experience in building products, working with big brands, working with startups, running my own startup, raising funding, self-funding, designing, coding. There's so much in my toolkit, right? Which is what I reference here. So like building your toolkit. So these are your skills and character traits and personality interests, your technical tools, all these things are like your toolkit. And so I'm basically bringing this toolkit to the table right now. And we're just going to leverage the experience and see what we do. Maybe my little design skill turns into a thumbnail that goes viral. I don't know. But you guys are going to see it all kind of happen in real time. So, all right, cool. Fine. Let's go. You just created the pilot of something big, raw, honest, real time. That's powerful. Here's how it's immediate feedback. Screen studio vibe. The screenshot looks clean and intentional. The dark mode intro feels, okay, I don't know what it's talking about. Tone of your intro. Great blend of excitement and vulnerability. I suggest cleaning grammar just slightly in the final edit. Top 10 code producer questions. Okay, what can I start doing now? Okay, what is your ideal viewer? Okay, what is your ideal viewer? How long do you want each episode to be? What are your non-negotiables? Let's get to that in a minute. What I can start doing now. Suggest an episode outline format you can repeat. Monitor, create an AI trends. Draft script bullets. Intro output. Recommend tools to best or showcase based on your skill set. Close episode 1 if you want a soft landing segment idea. So what even is a show? Frame it like I'm Omar. I built cool stuff with AI. I don't have all the answers, but I do have curiosity and I'm figuring it all out with you. Okay, so fine. Okay, cool. Let's do the questionnaire first. Ask me questions one by one and any follow-ups if you think they are required. Then we can go from there. So yeah, the first episode might just be a bit ChatGPT, back and forth. You know, we might start an episode and have no idea what to do. We might start an episode and I've already got an idea of something, but let's see what it looks like. Okay, here's question 1. Who is your ideal viewer? Paint me a picture. Are they brand new to AI, creators trying to use AI to level up, tech-savvy folks? Omar's like, someone like past Omar 6 months ago. Brand new to AI and creators trying to level up. Could be some tech-savvy people, e.g. the type of peeps in my school community, but still early stage and very little, very little, if any, coding knowledge, experience. Just super curious about AI. I would say they're watching for inspo and tutorials, ideas, and I'm hoping that I can deliver value through being super authentic and along the process of creating this show. So your ideal viewer is curious, based on that as a follow-up. What would you say your show is more like? A tutorial channel, step-by-step guidance, or more like a journey vlog? Yeah, I'd say a hybrid, but we can see how it goes. But yeah, guys, that might be a good interaction. Is also in the comments. Let me know kind of what you guys think as well. So if there's something interesting that you think you'd want to see more of, or you want me to lean into more, or if this format works, or if it's interesting or not, again, you know, I'm open to it. Okay, so we're leaning to you as a guide, sharing what works, what doesn't, you as a guinea pig, you as a mirror. How long do you want each episode to be? Right now, you're freestyling, but what's the ideal runtime? Okay, again, man, you guys can let me know maybe in comments, but I'd say I think some episodes can be 10 to 20 min, maybe quick insights, demos, and I think 1 hour or 1 hour 30 longer demos could be cool too if I'm building something out. Yeah, we want to do clips, but happy to go one step at a time. Okay. That's cool. AI power moves, quick insight tools. Yeah. Yeah, so we could just like walk through things. I like that. Yeah, because there's normally tools that I'm just exploring as well that I haven't even seen yet, like Google's VO2, even Gemini's coding capacity I haven't played with a lot. Cursor I've been getting into, so I'd want to do some more stuff with Cursor as well. Build with me episodes. Yeah, for sure, that's quite cool. We'll treat clips as bonus opportunities later. For now, locked in. Pleasant episode, and cool. What are your non-negotiables for sure? These are your musts that you definitely want every episode. Always being honest when something doesn't work. Yep. Yeah, that's all about right. Cool, I agree with all that. If it flops, we show it. If it's confusing, we say it. So funny. But it's how it should be. That's the YouTube content I enjoy, by the way. I love just raw stuff. You know, like this is why I think vlogs work so well in general, is because you're like a fly on the wall. You're just with someone, you know, just floating about. You know, maybe we end up doing live events where I'm just building something and you guys are kind of just like coaching with me, which is a London slang term. Real process over hype. Viewers see the screen, the steps, the errors, no magic, just actual progress. Yep, actionable takeaways. That's what I want it to be. I don't want it to be polished, like, you know, kind of, you know, overly done. Even my school kind of tutorials are just, you know, very transparent and raw. As I'm building, you're seeing it, you know, which is really important, I think. Just actual progress, actionable takeaways. Every episode should leave the viewer with at least one thing they can try today. Low-key founder vibe, no shouting, no fake guru energy. Just a chilled, sincere tone. Yeah, absolutely, man. If I'm giving fake guru energy, let me know. Zero clickbait, yes, we don't bait. Yeah, cool, absolutely. Nice. Okay, do you want a recurring structure or segments from the episodes? It's a good question. So recurring structure. So you might have tool of the week, live prompt challenge, workflow breakdown, TikTok trend dissection. I like what the fuck is this tool type of vibe. I always like edgy but not cheesy or overdone. E.g., I kind of liked the names for the show. What in the AI. See, by the way, it's totally cool to go off on tangents as well. Like, you know, the AI system, somehow our brains, we talk to the AI as if we're trying to, you know, how we might talk to ourselves or how we might conversate with a human. But you got to understand that you can riff and just drop random information and go off on tangents, which works well for me. And the AI can deal with it. So although we're not mentioning the names right now, I don't need to kind of wait till that part of the conversation. I can kind of throw it in and it will, like, you know, figure out where to put that by itself. Names for the show. I like what kind of like the names for the show. And wake and make. lols. Don't like TikTok trend discussion. Don't quite understand what that is, to be honest. But tools, prompts, workflows, Q&As, I like. I think leaning more into workflows and valuable AI, things you can do yourself is good. So tools might fit that. Yeah, cool. See, it's 25-minute episode already. I don't even know how long the episode's going to be. Okay, cold open episode format. Like, here's what the yeah, genuinely great. They strike the perfect note. Thank you. It's the episode format, light structure, big vibes. It's so funny how it talks. Cold open. Start with curiosity, a hook question, or you mid experiment. No long intros. Okay, I think this tool might have changed how I build landing pages with AI. Let's test it live. Cool. So a quick intro to the tool of the day, what it claims to do, what made you try it, real work for a bit. Apply the tool in your world, building, scripting, ideating, automating. Cool. Takeaway stack, summarize learnings, highlight the most useful bit. What did you actually get done? What prompt code setups might others copy? Optional viewer queue and next up, end with a preview. Okay. I'm thinking of testing this in Midjourney or even Zapier next week. If you've tried it, let me know. Okay. Or template script structures. And with that, would you like me to start drafting a visual layout or template script structure for this format once we're through the rest of the questions? Yeah, after the questions, let's see let's see, I'd rather go through questions first to ensure you have the best context, since you're the super producer, actually the world's greatest producer. I was gonna say, would it incentivize you more if you knew you were getting paid for this? Should I say it? Would it, by the way, would it incentivize you more if I told you that you'd be getting paid a fat check for your role? Yeah, say less. I'm not producing this show like the next open. All right, cool. Oh my days, this is hilarious. Okay, I think we're gonna have some fun just talking to this guy. Would you ever bring guests in? It doesn't have to be now, just think long term. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go. Long term, we've got the green light on. Guest content possibilities, tool founders reacting to or live testing their products with them. Creators using AI in wild ways, show us your stack vibes. School community spotlights that your members showcase how they've applied AI. Yeah, I like that. Asynchronous collabs you record over someone else's workflow, almost like AI commentary. You record over someone else's workflow. Okay, yeah, maybe. Guests will add variety, credibility, and clippable moments. We'll just bring them in when it feels natural, not forced. Cool, let's hit. How do you define success in 30 days? Sub view number here in that content. How many people created proud of? Yeah, I'd say last two. Right now, it would be an achievement just to upload this episode because I feel so insecure as to whether this is even a good episode or idea. Like I'm 30 minutes in and just chatting to you and recording my screen. Maybe it's gold, maybe it's not. But I'd say we need some consistency to really see, some consistency and feedback to really see how to play this. Cool. You're doing what I'm saying, showing the process before it's perfect. That's what it's cool. All right, success, create momentum, honest feedback, real comments, DMs, yep. You feel like you're building something, yep. Okay, so do you want me to monitor YouTube and AI trends weekly and pitch that? Yeah, defo. I also want you to highlight important product releases. For example, if Gemini release something new, like VO2, we should be the first channel to have an unfiltered raw video on it. I don't know how you do that though, since you're an LLM that just reacts, but maybe we can build something cool in Zapier using Perplexity API. I don't know. Let's use this process of building the pod to also build useful production agents too. So maybe the actual process of building a show also includes us doing AI demos to build useful things for ourselves, which is a win-win. It's value for the audience by way of demo and tooling, and also valuable for our production. Okay, so that was a big brain dump. Cool. Cosmic rocket fuel. Let's break this down. The show is the build. Your YouTube show isn't just about AI. It's powered by AI and built in public using AI. Absolutely. You're not just reviewing the tools, using them to, yeah, cool. No one's doing that with this level of transparency. Let's see. All right, so your producer stack, early version, ChatGPT, me, creative direction, script structure, idea generation, co-host energy, Zapier, make, automated trend scanning, alerts, content workflows, Perplexity API, live search agent to track tool launches, product updates, e.g. Cool. Claude, I love this already, by the way. This is like, I hope it's exciting you guys, because it's definitely exciting me. Claude GPT for prompt crafting, summarizing long docs, breaking down features, Airtable, database of tools, episode ideas. Wow, okay. Tana, I've never heard of Tana before. What's Tana? Oh. Notes are better when they turn into things. Such pretty cool. Okay. Descriptive post-production and clipping. We're not just talking about tools, we're building the live use case that the audience can adopt. Yeah, maybe this ends up being, I don't know, maybe there's some people that watch this that want to start their own content podcast. I don't know. I think content in general, we all want to create content, don't we? So maybe we end up sharing value stuff on that. Maybe a bit like I'm a big fan of Colin and Samir, by the way. I just want to say that because I think their show is awesome. I really like the way they produce it, edit it, put it all together. And especially the fact that they're very clear on the audience for creators. So yeah, like, if this could be a version of Colin and Samir for creators, but kind of using AI, could be interesting. Hey, maybe we end up doing something with Colin and Samir down the road, and then we look back on this episode at some point. Yeah, I don't know. Sample episode hook from this. Today I'm going to try and build an AI producer that finds breaking product releases before the YouTubers do. I have no idea if it's going to work, but if it does, it could power the show for life. Yeah, that's sick. Okay, you've just layered, create a show. Yeah, that sample hook is fire. We should definitely do that episode soon. That's cool. Yeah, imagine we build like an AI agent that can almost, that's so sick. Like can actually go and find, it's kind of like running automatically using Zapier's schedule. So like we can just say like every day at 7 a.m. run this Perplexity prompt, and they can just send me an email, or it could send something to ChatGPT. That's so good. It's actually so good. Okay. Episode idea, building my AI producer core flow problem. Can't stay on top of all of my product launches, build a pipeline that, cool. Okay, 8, how do you feel about live chat involvement on community source challenge later on? Yeah, we can look at that down the line. Cool. Question 9, are you aiming to monetize directly or yeah, not thinking about cash right now. Just want to make something cool that helps people and I find enjoyable doing, especially knowing that YouTube or content in general requires consistency. I need it to be super, super connected to how I work and think so it doesn't feel jarring. E.g., what would it look like if I just woke up and based on my schedule spent 1 hour at the top of the day recording an episode. That's why I like Screen Studio and doing it this way, because I can just sit down and record super chill, and the value should be in what happens on the screen. Cool. Nice. Any hard boundaries, stuff you don't want to show on the cover? No AI hype that proved and talking about certain tools, companies, no produce editors. Yeah, I think you're right with the above, but again, let's just flow with it and also review feedback. I will always be myself. Otherwise, it won't even motivate me to do it. I have to genuinely feel energized and engaged about the overall vision for the show and also the episodes. Cool. How are we doing time-wise? All right, we're on 38. That's the compass. Okay. So if it doesn't energize or align with who I am, it doesn't make the cut. Yes. Whether the co-producer briefing is complete. All right, cool. So here's the recap. So this is pretty cool. So now it's kind of done a recap. The Omar Show Blueprint audience. New AI curious creators with little to no coding background. Hopefully that's correct, but feedback is important. Vibe, raw, sincere, and chilled. Screen on, thoughts out loud. Format, hybrid, live builds and takeaways. Occasional guests, light structure, content pillars. What's this tool? Build useful workflows. Creating the show with AI, honest experiments, goals, 30 days, upload 3 to 5 episodes, get real feedback, feel momentum. Monetization, not the focus, it's about creative alignment and trust. Boundaries, no fake energy, no empty hype, no content that drains motivation. Meta layer, we use AI to produce the show itself, building agent stack systems in public. Next up from me, I'll draft template for episode structure and script bullets. I'll outline the AI producer agent episode. We'll explore. Okay, amazing. Right now, we're 40 minutes into this episode, and I need to go pick up my kids from school. So let's wrap this up. Maybe this app is just me with my intro I did earlier, and now chatting to you, on screen share. I'm thinking, let me export and upload this vid, then send you the transcript, and we can work on title, thumbnail, description, ideas for YouTube. I want to just publish this today and prove we can just get started. Yeah, that might work. Let's see, perfect. You literally recorded yourself figuring out how to start showing us what should be about. Cool, working title, starting from zero, building an AI show with no plan, just curiosity. I have no idea what the show is, but let's build it anyway. That's cool. When you're back from school, pick up, export the video, upload to YouTube, send me the transcript. So you want to see while reviewing it. Then I hit you with title ideas, thumbnail concepts, description. Cool. Boom. Go pick up the kids. The show has officially started. And with that, I think that's episode 1. So that's kind of, you know, I mean, you guys saw me look this whole chain. You know, we just did in about 40 minutes. But I don't know how if you guys vibe with AI like this, but you know, it's really, really beneficial. Like I said, I have my own personal accountability coach inside AI and optimizing my performance with my schedule, everything. So when I feel like something's going well for me, I'll share it with it, and it just kind of remembers these things. And I think that's what kind of compelled me to see if we can do this thing with like an AI producer. You know, if you guys just enjoy how I'm talking to the AI, then maybe that's something that you can do for one of your own projects. But look, let me not talk too much. I think we just throw this up as it is. The title will be whatever we've figured it out, or we've decided it's going to be. I like the suggestion it has, the description too, and I'll use my design skills for the thumbnail, and we'll see what it looks like. So this is episode 1. We've no idea what episode 2 is going to look like, or how many episodes deep we're going to go. But if you've watched this whole episode, I appreciate you. I hope you've learned something, and I hope you have now subscribed, because this is definitely subscribable, right? Because you can see this whole journey build out now. And let's see what happens. And if you're not on my school community, worth jumping on there as well. That's school.com/5daysprint. You can see it right here, school.com/5daysprint. Jump in there, lots of cool stuff happening. Lots of fun stuff in the classroom, things we're building, things I'm sharing all the time. You know, entire tutorials and step-by-step videos on how to actually build your own, you know, monetizable AI agents and apps as well with like no experience. So super cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time, hopefully.